With all this talk of Tyson Fury enforcing the rematch with Oleksandr Usyk, I wanted to talk about the first fight and particularly the rounds where Tyson Fury did catch Oleksandr Usyk. So I'm talking about 4, 5, 6. He landed some nice body shots. He also grazed him with some uppercuts, and Oleksandr Usyk certainly felt them. And people like Jamie Moore, people like Richie Woodhall, who seem to think that Tyson Fury won the first fight, and I've already broken down in multiple videos that's ridiculous. Tyson Fury did not win, but these people are talking about how Tyson Fury failed to seize the moment. He hurt Oleksandr Usyk, he was ripe for the taking, and he let him off the hook. Now, I've rewatched the fight several times, and focusing on rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8 after that, my personal thoughts is that Tyson Fury didn't let Oleksandr Usyk off the hook. I think he just got mesmerized and confused and befuddled by Usyk's movement, which is his key. I said in my pre-fight breakdown that Tyson Fury has never fought another Oleksandr Usyk because they do not exist. Somebody who moves like him, the fluidity, the consistency, the balance, the accuracy, the work rate, etc. You just cannot create another Oleksandr Usyk in the gym. So Tyson Fury had never been used to that before. And so, my personal opinion, if you rewatch rounds 6 and 7 and 4, but particularly, it's 4, 5, 6, but particularly 5 and 6, but also round 7 after that, Tyson Fury, after landing some uppercuts and some body shots where Usyk started to back off, particularly in the 6th round where Fury walks Usyk onto an uppercut which sort of half lands, but you can see Usyk's head go back, and then he backs off a little bit, and Fury then walks forward, goes to the body, and this is the round where he finishes sticking his tongue out, and the commentators were actually saying, why is Fury showboating here? This isn't the time to showboat, this is the time to take it to your man. And in round 7, Tyson Fury did do that. That was actually the round where Fury started to clinch more. And it's what I broke down in one of my videos talking about the referee. He didn't issue a verbal warning to Fury once for the holding, even though every time he did clinch, or pretty much every time, he was very intent in wrapping Usyk up in vice grips. So I feel that Fury did have the intention of taking it to Usyk. He wanted to get him out of there. He was focusing on that. But I personally feel that Usyk's movement took Tyson Fury's, his consistency away. He wasn't able to build any momentum. And I'm going to be talking about something that, or quite a few things that were brought up by a very, very knowledgeable trainer who has been talking about this fight in great detail. He knows both men very, very well, and he's very experienced. And one of the things that he said is that Oleksandr Usyk, actually talking about Tyson Fury, he didn't build any momentum. He wasn't able to set a pace. So he wasn't able to develop any consistency to the body. Therefore, when Fury was able to land these one-off shots, he wasn't able to build anything on that. He wasn't able to set them up again because they were just happening in moments. There wasn't a major setup that led to it, and therefore Fury was able to create that magic again for himself by emulating a similar movement, because Usyk was the one constantly moving. He was the one constantly giving Fury angles, and it was just certain times when Usyk would end up standing in front of Fury that he was able to land those body shots. Because some of the times that he dropped his hands to the body, Usyk was catching them on the elbows. You can see that in the slow motion, and also Fury was missing a few, which is common. It happens when you go down to the body, and also a couple of them ended up straying low. And also actually on that, it was the 5th round where Fury landed a blatant low blow where even the commentator said, oh, that was way south of the border. And it was the one where Usyk dropped his hands, he motioned to Fury, and he said something. He was very angry. He said, what the hell is going on? Stop punching me low. And he was angry. Usyk's a very fiery competitor, and yeah, he clearly wasn't that hurt by Fury's bodywork in that round. And this is the 5th round. This was Fury's second best round of the fight. 6th round was his best. And yeah, Usyk wasn't that hurt because he had the energy to get angry with Fury for hitting him low. So yeah, I really don't think Fury let Usyk off the hook. He did walk forward after the 6th round. He did that consistently in the 7th. And in the clinches, a lot of people who have commented on my videos have talked about this, that Usyk, and this just goes again to Usyk literally being almost the picture-perfect fighter. He wasn't giving Fury the opportunities to wrap him up and have his way with him on the inside. Because if you rewatch if you rewatch Fury against Steve Cunningham, Cunningham was fairly easy to drain compared to Oleksandr Usyk. In fact, he was very easy because once Cunningham was clinching, once Fury clinched Cunningham, he was able to tie him up. He was able to let go of Cunningham around the waist and lean on his upper body and use his arms to tie up Cunningham's arms, if that makes sense. Putting him in octopus grips, wrapping arms around one another, and tiring him out. Whereas Usyk, he consistently had a very tight defense on the inside. So Fury ended up, I believe, feeling very clumsy in there because he wasn't able to tie up Oleksandr Usyk's arms. He ended up just being able to lean on him, but Usyk already also had a very straight back. And the subtle movements, I know I'm repeating myself here, but I really don't think people are giving Usyk enough credit for his movement. These subtle movements he's doing on the inside where they are up close and Fury wants to clinch him, and Usyk is, again, taking a step this way or that way, and he is keeping his arms in a position where Fury cannot wrap his arms around Usyk's and tie him up, which will allow him to lean on him more and more. Usyk is consistently being the boss in these moments. And as I again said in my pre-fight breakdown, one of Fury's greatest assets is his ability to move. For a big man, it's amazing. And Usyk, I said this is one of the main reasons I'm heavily favouring Usyk to win, and I have been for the last 4 years. Usyk is one of the best movers of all time. And I mean, he befuddles cruiserweights who are better coordinated, better skilled in terms of ability to fight on the inside than Fury, and quicker hand speed, and just guys who are more dangerous than Fury on the inside. Usyk has outskilled them, guys like Maris Breidis, etc. Murat Gassiev, he was giving Usyk trouble in certain moments in that fight, but Usyk outskilled him. So, I really think Tyson Fury, he did have success, let's not take that away from him, but I do not think he let Usyk off the hook. I think he wanted to take it to Usyk. Usyk just didn't give him the opportunities. It's not too dissimilar to the second Anthony Joshua fight, where Joshua let loose with his hands in rounds 8 and 9, but in the 10th round, he wasn't able to sustain it, and Usyk, he was the one who picked up the pace and had Joshua on Queer Street. And another thing is, Joshua, I talked about how his combinations up close are better and more dangerous than Tyson Fury's. Just simply, each fighter has strengths and flaws, but Joshua, again, more dangerous on the inside than Fury, and Usyk, he actually had his right hand down at times and was shoulder bumping Joshua off of him when Joshua was trying to clinch, and Joshua was throwing some little dirty tricks in there. Usyk, he felt so comfortable, he was able to drop his hands, and he was able to just move his head. I mean, excuse me, sorry guys. Usyk is so difficult to hit clean because, again, this guy does not stand still. He is an elite mover, one of the greatest movers of all time. And I've already talked about where he ranks historically, and I didn't say he would beat this guy or that guy because those are fantasy matchups and they're for another day, but Usyk, simply because of his movement and all of his other skills, gives every single great fighter in the past fits. I'm not saying he beats them, but those skills alone will give them all fits. So let me know what you guys think down below. Again, I do not believe Tyson Fury let Oleksandr Usyk off the hook. I think he just got mesmerized by the scientist. That is Oleksandr Usyk. I think he just got befuddled and he wasn't able to do much about it. I don't feel he could have done much more, but I will talk in a separate video, if the rematch does get announced officially, what improvements Fury can make, and also what Usyk can make. And a trainer who, again, knows them very well has talked about it in detail. Like the video and subscribe down below for more. Catch you guys later.